Welcome to Vin and Mike, episode 53. What is up, man?
What is up, Vin? Happy Friday. Happy pick day. Week 11. Crazy.
Week 11.
Week 11.
Week 11.
And look where we are in this NFL. We had a team that is not undefeated, no more undefeated teams. We have a team in the AFC East who could potentially be in first place after this weekend. We have a team in the NFC North or NFC East that could be in first soon also. So it's crazy.
Yeah, it's still, it's a wild NFL season. I think as we spoke on last episode, the Bills basically going from like a Super Bowl favorite now to like a 6 seed. The Eagles now at 8-1. Now the third pick. When I saw the percentages that came out, the Chiefs are now the favorite to win the Super Bowl, and everyone is getting little stir crazy up here in the Northeast with the Giants and Jets, which is real exciting. And then the Bills are going to play in Detroit on a neutral field against the Browns because of the 5 feet of snow that they're getting.
It's going to be insane. Yeah.
So it's just a wild weather, wild week of football, great games. Thanksgiving is coming soon. I'm not sure how we're going to do that, but we'll figure that out, and we'll let you.
I'm calling you on Thanksgiving.
Early
I'm bother you after my meal.
9 a.m. Thanksgiving recording. Here's our Thanksgiving picks.
Special Thanksgiving morning show live. Wake up to Vin and Mike.
Me in my Thanksgiving turkey pajamas.
I love it.
Vin and Mike is brought to you by Viggy Bets. Check out Viggy Bets on Twitter or Instagram at Viggy Bets. Tell him you're a fan of Vin and Mike, and he will give you a free promotion, something. I don't know what he's doing now, but he'll hook you up. That I know. He'll definitely give you a little bit better than what he's charging people for a monthly subscription right now. Check him out. He's doing great things. Lots of fun over there. Of course, we're on the Pigskin Podcast Network. We're out KKFI in Kansas City, as I just mentioned.
Kansas City.
As I just mentioned, the Chiefs are the favorite now, so our KKFI listeners are getting excited out there. And then, of course, if you missed anything, you want to know anything, go to the website, vinandmikepodcast.com, and everything is cool, is there. A lot of cool stuff coming up.
People have complimented the website. It's really well done. I'll post it on our Instagram. It's just so easy to navigate to episodes, to videos, to just about us. It's very, very well done.
Cool stuff, right?
Yes.
Like really cool stuff. All right, Mike, here we go.
Okay.
Where's our picks music?
All right.
I will go first.
You go first this week. I think I went first last week, so go for it.
I just feel like going first because I want to talk about the Vikings plus 1.5 at home against the Cowboys. I don't get this line at all. They're 8-1. Their only loss has been to the Eagles. They look like world beaters every week, putting up big numbers, defense translating on the road, but they're always better at home. And I don't get how they're underdogs. Is this a big trap game? I have no idea, but I can't see plus 1.5, for the Vikings. I think the Cowboys are a little weak in the run game, and Dalvin Cook and Alexander Madison can just like smash the ball down people's throats. Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson. We've seen what kind of receiver Jefferson is turning into, becoming one of the top 3 receivers in all of football. We spoke about that on the last show. I just really like this Vikings team, and I just don't have 100% confidence still in Dak Prescott. I'm not sure, if he's going to be able to go up to Minnesota and lead this team. So I'm going to take Vikings plus 1.5.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they're an 8-1 team, and they're at home.
I know. I don't get it. I can't understand like what 8-1 team to a team that's 6-3 is ever like an underdog like this.
So
I don't get it.
We shall see.
Okay.
All right, here we go. To our Giants fans out there, I apologize. I still want them to win, but I do think the bet is the Detroit Lions +3. Reason why I say that is this is going to be a matchup that the Giants have not faced before. The Lions are top 10 in passing offense this season. I think they're going to give a real test to the Giants, a team that has won, obviously, and doing quite good this year. But they're not winning by a large margin. And I think Detroit, when their offense is armed, could be very competitive. The Giants have given up more than 23 points only once to Seattle, while the Lions are averaging 24.3 points a game. So this is going to be a test. I do think it's very close. I think it could potentially I think the Lions could win this game, actually. But again, I hope the Giants do, and I hope it's 2 or 1. But I think it's a good bet. I think that it's going to be extremely close throughout, and that the Lions are going to be competitive. Lions +3.
Now we have our first interesting thing of the show because we don't talk prior. I like the Giants -3.
Okay.
So I'll tell you the reasons why.
Yeah, please listen.
29-0 at New England, 24-6 at Dallas. The Lions offense does not translate that great on the road. I thought they got real lucky against the Bears last week because Fields threw the really bad pick there. They just played awful down the stretch. That the Bears should have won that game by 7 if they didn't make the mistakes. I like the way the Giants are mistake-free, cold weather, dome team traveling to MetLife. I think this game sits well for the Giants, in my opinion. I like the way Barkley's been playing this year. To me, he is one of those candidates for MVP that we talk about that's non-quarterback. I like the Giants winning this game by a touchdown. So I thought the -3 for me was the way I was rolling that way. So that's my thought process.
No, listen. I think it's going to be close. I just thought that, and I just feel like the Giants will keep it close. So we'll see.
I like it. Watch them win by 3 and we push.
That's very well possible. Or watch them win by like 20, so then I'll feel like
28-25, and there we go. Push.
Yeah.
So I really looked at it. There was a lot of tough games for me this week, so I stayed away from a lot of stuff. Yeah. So I didn't really want to go too crazy that way. We got 3 picks left. Let's just do the commercial real quick here, okay. And then when we come back, we'll jump into the last 3 picks, and maybe we'll have a little Aaron Judge conversation before we go off as well.
Okay.
Or maybe somebody else. Maybe someone else will get signed while we're doing the show.
Very well possible, dude.
So let's see. Your kickers lining up for an onside kick. The chances of regaining possession are slim. The stakes are high and the tension is higher. Your pulse is racing.
Ooh. He
kicks and you watch as the ball lands and you recover the football. And now it's
this is like deja vu. This is like deja vu in Cleveland. Oh, you're bringing me good memories.
That's great memory, right? JTS, make every play. Feel this exciting with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, and their unbeatable offers. Right now, new customers can make any $5 NFL bet and get $200 in free bets if your team wins. Check this out. In addition to the usual bets, everyone can boost their winnings with DraftKings stepped-up same-game parlays. I see Kevin Hart every day when I'm watching TV, getting all excited and ramped up for these same-game parlays and the $5 for $200. I think he even put the TPPN code on his commercial. I think that's how excited he got about it. So to make things even sweeter, you can throw down on stepped-up same-game parlays once per game all season long. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code TPPN to get $200 in free bets if your team wins. Just place a $5 bet on any football game only at DraftKings Sportsbook using code TPPN. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply, and see show notes for details. So,
all right.
DraftKings has been a really good advertising partner. We enjoy it. We're getting ready to bring on another little small advertiser as we go into the Christmas season. I think we'll talk about that once we finalize all that. I think people will enjoy our little giveaway. We're actually going to give away stuff, so that's going to be fun.
This is so exciting for the show, and we may have another announcement as far as Vin and Mike. You'll see apparel. We're hoping. So fingers crossed.
All right, go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
Thank you. All right. Listen, as a Jets fan, this is the game I've been waiting for. I think we've all been waiting for. The 6-3 New York Jets face the 5-4 Patriots. What does this mean? If the Jets win, they will have sole possession of the AFC East. If they lose, they will be in last place in the division. We all know what happened last game against the Patriots a couple weeks ago. Zach Wilson threw 3 interceptions with a 22-17 loss. It was not good. But what happens with each game? You show improvement. That's what Zach Wilson has done. By no means has he been excellent, but now he's having more chemistry with his receivers, like Garrett Wilson. And with the Patriots, both teams play great defense, but I think this is going to be a low-scoring AFC East battle, but the Jets are going to come off with a victory. I like the Jets' money line. There's a lot at stake here. I know both of them had bye weeks, but Robert Saleh's got them ready. They're pumped for this game. They know how important it is. They have what it takes to win. There is nothing wrong with the defense. The defense has been perfect. It's the offense that had to improve the last couple of weeks. You got that great momentum against the Bills. Zach just has to find more receivers. You can't rely on Garrett Wilson. You have to look at other individuals to get involved. You have to make big first down yardage. And if you do that, you're on your way to a victory. Let's go, Jets.
Let's go, Jets.
Let's do it.
I tell you, kind of interesting. The Bills canceled practice today, which I didn't even know they were still in Buffalo. I thought they would have already.
I thought they were ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, they had to have practice virtually. I don't even know how they're going to get to Detroit at this point. I mean, I don't know. It's a little confusing that they didn't pack up and head out there once they made the decision to go to Detroit. But maybe logistics and hotels and all that wasn't ready yet. But a little. Just strange in general, but what do I know? But hey, maybe late travel, all that stuff, neutral field, good conditions for Jacoby Brissett and Nick Chubb. Maybe the Browns can upset the Bills and really put you guys in a good spot.
Listen, that's what we're hoping for. Let's go.
All right. So like always, I like to look for a fun over-under for me.
Oh, you love that.
And again, I'm just going to go in the Chicago Bears realm because I like their offense.
Yep.
And I love how their defense is terrible. And they're going to travel to Atlanta, who I like their offense. And I like that their defense is terrible.
There you go.
And it's 49.5. And I think both teams can put up a 30 spot again. I think, this is in all seriousness, I think this is like a 28-24 game, a 31-24 game. I see it being north of 50, which is why I like the over at 49.5 for Bears Falcons. I like the running game that the Falcons have. They use a 3-headed monster. Cordarrelle Patterson is back, and again, Justin Fields is figuring things out. He's been fantastic and everything to go along with it. So I'm going to take the over 49.5 Bears Falcons.
I like that a lot, Vinny.
Okay.
I do.
All right.
I do. Eagles Colts.
Last one. Eagles. Oh, do you have more than another one? Or this?
No, that's it. This is my last one.
Eagles Colts. Go ahead.
So
I'm interested in seeing which way to go.
So Eagles are fresh off their loss, becoming 8-1. I think this is a bounce back game for them. I think the Colts, with no disrespect, of course, to Vinny's Raiders, the Raiders were just in a bad place, and I don't think the Colts are that good. I think Philly, the pressure is off of them, and what I mean by that is that people every week was saying, "Oh, is this team going to go undefeated? What's going to happen? Are they going to keep this momentum?" Okay, you get your first loss. You're still in first place, but you have a Giants team that's coming up to you very quickly. This is a game that you got to get back, that you got to just stick to your game. And I truly believe that Philly, it's -7, which could be a tough point spread, but I think they win this one by 10 points. I think it's going to be something like 27-17, something in that regards. But I think that they could. I think they'll come back this week, and I think they'll win pretty easily.
I really like what they did, and leading up to this week, in signing Linval Joseph and Ndamukong Suh to help support their run defense. They saw that they were struggling there since Jordan Davis went down. They added some real good veteran defensive tackles who you can rotate in and out, play the run really well. And you gotta give this Eagles team a lot of credit right now. They know that they have a real legitimate shot of going to the Super Bowl and being there and having a chance to win. And they're all in right now. You know, they didn't wait. They didn't bring guys up from the practice squad. They just went out, signed a couple of veterans that can play 25, 30 snaps, rotate them with the guys that they have, and just better support the run. And I think that's where the Colts are strongest, of course, with Jonathan Taylor. And I do like your pick there. I think Jalen Hurts will be better. I think they'll just be
the pressure will be on. I just want to say one more thing. Nick Sirianni was the Colts offensive coordinator for 3 seasons before going into Philly. So I think that's going to help as well. And I just think they get back to business. So I feel really strongly about this one.
Maybe Sirianni can call plays for both teams, since the Colts still need a play call.
Yeah. I can't imagine. Listen, I know the NFL's been crazy. I know we've seen variants. I just can't see Philadelphia losing, let alone losing by less than 7. I mean, winning by less than 7. I think they really take care of business.
Yeah, It was a tough game for them last week. It's definitely a tough game, but it's an interesting football season. It's been really fun. My Raiders have just totally disappointed me, but at the same time, I think they could beat Denver. We'll see. We're not going to win, like I said. We're not going to win 7 in a row, 8 in a row, but at least be somewhat competitive and get some wins and make us feel a little bit better that we're not the worst team in the NFL. That's the way I look at it, because I think the coach and quarterback are still going to be there no matter what. I think Mark Davis is just sold on them both. And if that's the case, let's win some games and get a draft pick that's not going to cause controversy, right? Because if you're going to have a top 3 pick, everyone in Vegas is going to want a quarterback, and then if you're going to stick with it, it's just going to cause a whole other thing. So let's go win some games. Derek Carr and Devontae Adams. Come on, let's go. So before we go, I know we got about 20 minutes. Aaron Judge, MVP of the American League. Brian Cashman was sleeping in the park last night for his charity for homeless teens and all that stuff, where he sleeps outside 7 World Trade Center there. If people know that area, it's very close to the World Trade Center path line, and right when 9/11, the whole 9 yards there. But he every year he's there, and they asked him, and he said the Yankees have made an offer to Judge. So now we're just going to have to wait and see how Aaron feels about that offer, where that offer is. Of course, he's not going to tell you. It's 7 years, $280 million, which is what he's probably looking at, but he's probably looking more at like 9 years, $400 million. But we'll see what comes out of it, and where the competitive landscape is. Are the Giants going to be in play, or the Red Sox going to be in play, or the Mets going to be in play? There's some big franchise teams out there with money. The Rangers always somehow throw a ton of money at people. So we'll see how Aaron Judge reacts to the Yankees offer, and if there's a bigger offer for him, if he comes back to the Yankees and asks them to match it or not. So we'll wait and see. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, listen, I think they just have to get it done. He is the player there right now. Without him this year, you would have been the way the second half of the season went, and even just how he compelled them in the first, they would have been a 500 team. Who knows if they would have even made the playoffs? You got to take care of your people. They got to get this done. And that's all I could say, right? If they had other elite players, it would be a different story, but they don't. You got to start with your core, and that's him.
Did you see my text today about the second half of the season?
I saw you sent it. Can you repeat what the stat was? Because I didn't have a chance to do it.
Aaron Judge, after All-Star breaks, line was 349 with a 502 on base and a 785 slugging. His rest of the teammates were 223.
There you go.
292 and 360. That is a batting line equivalent to that of the 100 lost Pirates. So besides Aaron Judge,
that's incredible.
The Yankees played like a 100 lost team.
Yeah.
So
if that
doesn't tell you he was the MVP of the league, one, he definitely was, and two, if that doesn't tell you. You have to resign him. And then, of course, three, our friend Steve, who's the biggest Yankee fan in the world and all that stuff, said his 5-year-old son was screaming, that Aaron Judge won the MVP in excitement. And he says, well, now we have to resign Aaron Judge because he said if a 5-year-old is acting like that, we need to keep that guy.
I mean, exactly. I mean, that stat says everything that we talked about. He is your guy. You got to get him re-signed, whatever it takes. He carried the team single-handedly.
Yeah, I agree. All right, and then we'll see where Jacob deGrom goes for the Mets. We'll have those conversations. A lot of that's coming down in the next few weeks. Tune in, everybody, like you always do. We really appreciate our audience out there. Our people in India, I say hello, and then we go from there. All right, Mike, talk to you soon.
See you next time, Vin.